Holy shit, Charlene.
And my son is with him, and you can't pull him up on the computer.
And they just totally treated you like shit, right?
And not only that, the person that was sitting with me was from Aldergrove and has been there all his life.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The cards that they gave me, each one of them. He said, "Holy fuck!" He said, "Let me see those cards," and he took them and he looked at them. He said, "You know what? I know these two cops, and that isn't them."
Holy shit.
So why are they passing off somebody else's?
I don't know. I don't, you know, Charlene, I'll tell you, when I talked to those guys last week, I said, my daughter's being bullied. I need help. I you know, she's over in
Chilliwack.
Yeah. And,
it's a huge epidemic over there. That's where my son lives, is Chilliwack.
Man, I'm telling you, well, I'm going to fight for you, Charlene.
I mean, this is retarded.
Yeah.
Like, they have got to be stopped.
Yeah, they do. They're treating us like cattle. I swear.
Even on the front page of the newspaper, I was in the hospital with cancer.
Yeah.
And the front page of the Pearl River newspaper, a cop that dealt with my ex-husband for years and years and years, 25 fucking years on the force.
Yeah.
And he sent a written note to the paper that he would come and deal with this situation himself if he had to.
Oh my God. And they didn't do nothing.
And they did nothing. Nothing.
Okay, well, you know what? I've got a...
Commander in Pearl River did nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to ask you, Charlene, can I put this on the air?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I am fucking furious. Like,
I was alone, and I was on my own, by myself, and I was scared shitless.
Jess, do you want to say anything to her?
Oh, man. It just never stops. Like, the RCMP...
It doesn't.
You
and
know...
when it comes to a young guy like that...
Yeah.
I had... My son, Dakota, was there and witnessed...
Yeah.
Witnessed his father's attempted murder.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because he kidnapped them.
My God. And nothing was done.
No.
Okay, well, you know what? Not only am I going to talk about your story, I'm going to talk about mine. I got an appointment with Global News now.
Yeah, my son's been devastated about it. The whole thing, like depressions and everything. And then the times that he got taken and brought back up there, he was beaten. He was thrown into lockers, you name it. As soon as they found out his last name was Crossfield, they said, "What? Crossfield? What the fuck are you talking about? You're not Walter's boy." Yeah. Well, we don't. No. Out. Get out of our house. You're not welcome.
What?
Yeah. You know what? It's that type of shit that, you know, like we're being led by these motherfuckers. And, I've had enough. Like,
not only that, the chemtrails you've been watching, I watched them and watched them and watched them, and I am in Gibson's in the trailer park, living with my parents because my father is suffering dementia.
Yeah, and you know what? Guess what? The
my uncle and my aunt die of dementia.
Yeah,
and that's from chemtrails.
That's from fucking chemtrails.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it the other day, Charlene. I finally found out. I talked to a person in Victoria about what, like, I'm not allowed to name that person.
No.
But I talked to someone high up in our parliament, and he's fighting right now to try to get it to be stopped. This has been happening now for over 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
At least.
And we found a company. What was the name of that company?
Oh,
fuck.
I shared the website on Dave's Facebook.
Yeah. We found an actual company that is certified through the U.S. government that is offering money
to alter the weather.
Yeah.
And it's saying that there are products and services
Yep.
Products and services for better crops.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to say something right now. This is what you call a slow kill.
Yeah.
It's a false flag event. We're under attack right now. And I watched it. You know, I had a friend of mine call me and said, "Dave, do you see that?" And actually, you know, they called me the butler, right? They go, "Do you see that?" Right? And so I go outside, and it looked like someone was playing with a jet up there, playing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
You know, and so I got down to, I was really upset. I started investigating that. My daughter's got asthma to the point where she has seizures.
Yeah.
And they're doing it right over her head. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I said, enough's enough. So I called the MLA office.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we had a mass shooting in Nanaimo.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. So the MLA actually called me back, and I got it out on air, and I felt bad because they're dealing with that, right? But they promised me this week for an interview on air about chemtrails.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be the first one in Canada ever aired.
Yeah, well, you know what? Some of this has got to be because it's our age group.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, what do we pay into ICBC for? What do we pay into, you know?
Oh, yeah. What are we doing?
WCB,
I
MSP.
fought WCB for 6 freaking years.
Oh, yeah.
Cam had his head popped open by a machine that he worked at, grain elevator, for 22 years.
You know what? I just want to be, Charlene, I just want to be clear. I'm recording this right now, and I want you to know that this is why we're doing the show.
Yeah, it's exactly why.
Because I am fucking sick and tired of watching these people dressed up in clown uniforms saying that they're police.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They're bullies.
They're bloody bullies.
And they don't give a shit about our kids. They don't give a shit about us. And
look at what was going on here in Gibson's with Pizarro.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Girls.
Yeah.
Huh?
I know. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to know that not only am I going to fight for what my daughter went through, I'm going to fight for what you went through.
Thank you.
And I am. And that's what the show's for. I am tired of it. I'm tired of it.
We're Canadian.
Yeah.
We're losing all our rights.
That's right. And it can happen to you in Canada too, right?
You're damn right that it's happening.
Yep. So, you know what, Charlene, I hope that you watch. It'll be on Wednesday.
Oh, I watch everything.
That's good. Okay, because I'm gonna mention you, and I'm gonna play this to the MLA.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask the MLA point blank, what are you doing about this?
Yeah.
We pay these guys to be peace officers, not to be judge, jury, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So, Charlene...
And not to tell you that you're crazy.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it, man. Like, when I phoned last week about my daughter being bullied, she called me at 1:30 in the morning wanting to kill herself.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't handle this anymore, Dad. And I'm like, what the hell? What? And then she told me it was happening with this Amber girl. So she gave me Amber's phone number. And I said, okay, honey, let me try to deal with this, okay? So I phoned this girl. She sent me back a message saying what, Jess?
Oh, she said that he's a clown and that everything that comes out of his daughter's mouth is a lie and that we're all pieces of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and then so I got in touch with the RCMP, right?
Chilliwack.
Yep.
Same thing. 13-year-old girl. She's not going to school right now.
Mm-hmm.
And now she hasn't been for the last 3 months because she was being bullied from the time school started.
Yeah.
And now she's got a gallbladder problem because it's causing her intestinal distress.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't. You know what? I hear you. I friggin' hear you, man. My little girl too. Like, she's having asthma attacks. She's having seizures.
Yeah.
Like, This shit is fucking got to stop. And you know what? I said to you seen the video, I said right to him, I said, I don't give a shit who you are. You work for us. I called you for help. You totally slandered my daughter. You slandered me. And I'm going to take you to court over it.
Yep.
And that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to film the whole thing, man.
Yep.
You know what? They talk about bullying so much, and bullying's got to stop.
One thing that you said that stands out is they are peace officers.
That's right. Right?
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you something else, Charlene. I'm really proud that you called me, because it's nice to know that people are hearing me, because, like,
oh, yeah.
You know, people are talking to me from Brazil, Australia, Germany, Europe, you know, like all over, and they're feeling the same way.
Yeah.
And
and our medical system, like get this one.
Yeah.
They told the cops came to. She got to the point where she posted on Facebook that she had a gun because she had called the hospitals, called everybody for help,
and no one helped her.
So she said she had a gun. And then the cops showed up there, and she told them, I need help.
Yeah.
And do you know what they told her out at the hospital?
What's that?
They said, you're too pretty to be put up on the psych ward.
Holy shit.
You're too pretty.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could totally see that happening.
To this day, she is wandering around with no doctor.
Oh, my God.
No nothing. And on top of that, she got a psychiatrist that was actually helping her because I had to go and deal with it. And
not only that, like why?
Take no for an answer.
No.
Not only that, like why would the doctor be allowed to say that?
Working with her.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, that she had posted that.
Yeah.
And she said, I made an appointment with my psychiatrist, and my psychiatrist is so and so.
Yeah.
And he didn't have time for me. And you know what?
Oh my God.
I feel like killing myself. And that's exactly what she said. And you know what her psychiatrist told her?
What's that?
When she went to make another appointment.
Here, take this pill.
I don't want your drama. And
what?
I don't want the police on my back.
Man, I can't wait. You know what, Charlene? Can you give me a call tomorrow?
You bet.
And I'd like to do a really good interview with you about this. Because I am going to roast these guys over a barbecue. I am done with this. Like, these are our kids.
Yeah.
You know? And they're crying out for help. And these people are charging. Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's so much, you know.
And then they're saying, oh, well, we know your parents. And
no
wonder you're here.
Exactly, right? And like
crap like that.
Yeah, like slandering your own, like their parents. And I couldn't, when my daughter told me that, I almost dropped the phone down. I was just like, what? You went to the police for help and they slandered you and me, and that's what they said? And she's like, yeah. And she was crying her eyes out.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, when I was in Kelowna, my son had a girlfriend. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
We went, he had the baby. I went and fought. They weren't even going to allow him in past the locked doors to see this baby that we nurtured and raised her to give birth to a clean and sober baby.
Yeah.
Because of all his tattoos. And because they didn't have security enough to cover that hospital if he called the bites in.
You know what? I'm gonna do a show this week that is gonna knock the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it. Like I stayed on hold for over 20 minutes today. Yeah. I wasn't gonna. You know what? Like as you seen on the show. I'm not going to fucking take no for an answer. Like, no. You guys need to be responsible.
Yeah.
you guys call yourself police officers, which in definition is peace officers.
Exactly.
And you guys aren't helping them. Like, I'm not going to take it, and I've already talked to my lawyer today.
It says on their car. Yeah. It says on their car to protect and to serve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So, Charlene.
Not the criminal.
You know what, Charlene? Can I give you a call tomorrow?
You bet.
And I'm going to do a proper show about this. I'm kind of caught in the middle of dinner right now, but I think
that's fine.
That needs to be said, and it needs to be heard, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I've been living it for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Since I split with Cam. It's been nothing but all of this garbage.
Okay, well, we're going to get it out. I'm going to call you at about 10:30.
Sure.
Okay, Charlene?
You bet.
Thank you for calling, eh?
Hey.
And
nice hearing from you guys.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to kick their asses in court.
You bet.
And you know what? They're not going to go without getting their little hand slapped here. Because, so to speak, because, that's our kids out there. And if our kids don't feel like they can call the police.
Exactly.
Then what the hell? What are they doing?
My daughter, and she took the pastor's 2 girls with her.
Yep.
And the pastor's 2 girls. The pastor he's a Christian writer.
Yep.
And we had big, huge avalanche, which was a bunch of teenagers, and every one of them were sober and praising God, having fun and rocking out. And,
Yeah.
And the 3, my daughter was the head leader, but she took the 2 of them by the hand to go over front of Overweighty in Kelowna to get cheap pop.
Yeah, right.
And so no big deal. But looking back, she lost perception, right?
Yeah.
No.
It kind of. She looked across the road. She seen all the bikes.
Yeah.
She seen a cop car in the parking lot, right there.
Yeah.
And she said to the 2 girls, she said, "Don't ever go to them. We're going across the road. We just need to push a button and that it'll say walk, and we'll go walk, and those guys will help us."
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
She was 10 years old at the time.
Huh.
She went in and hung with the bikers.
Yeah.
They bought them, all of them, lunch. And then the one big guy says, "Here, I'm going to put you up on my shoulders and let's give you a whole turnaround view and see if we can find where you were."
You know what, Charlene? My family has been involved with the bikers all my life, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that my uncle said before he died, he says, "Davey, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of the process."
Yeah.
And I asked him, I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You have no idea right now how much shit we're in. We are going to be oppressed, and we are going to be run like cattle."
Yeah.
And
you know what? Years ago, an old catwalker told me that. He said, "You watch, the Vietnamese are going to come in, they're going to bring dirty drugs in,
Yep.
and they're going to kill our people. They're going to put them on the street, and then they're going to kill them all."
Yep, exactly.
What's been happening?
Look at that's exactly what's going on.
Catwalker. I was 13 years old when I talked to this old guy.
Okay, Charlene. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow at 10:30. Okay.
You bet.
And then we'll do a proper show on this.
All right.
I really want to appreciate you calling.
Hey.
Because I was so upset this morning talking to those police.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Especially when he's saying, "You're angry.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell."
Oh, really?
Really? Really? You don't understand plain English, your daughter saying, "I'm being bullied, I need help."
Yeah.
So what do you expect?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
do you want another Amanda Todd walking the planet or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly, right? I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm gonna stick my head out in the open there and yell. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it for all of us. And
Yeah, I mean, otherwise these bullies, they're taking over.
Yeah. You know, and you know what? My
because of it.
My hat's off to the bikers. They take care of their own.
You're damn right.
Yeah, you know, and
damn right. They live old school and they roll.
That's right, man. And you know what? That's what they're afraid of, eh? The cops.
Oh yeah.
They don't want people thinking for themselves, eh?
Nope.
Anyway, my supper's gonna burn here.
You have your supper.
Anyway, Charlene, I'll call you tomorrow at 10:30 sharp, okay?
You bet.
All right, sweetheart. We'll talk to you then.
Guys.
Thanks for calling. Nice to meet you.
Hey, you too.
All right, sweetheart.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Shit. Where's my glasses? There's another viewer that has been oppressed by the RCMP in Canada now. Now, what the fuck is going to go on here? I'll tell you what's going to go on. They're going to try to stop me from going to court. They're going to try to pull me over every time in a vehicle. They're going to try to say that I'm breaking the law. They're going to try to stop me from talking to you. It's not going to work. As in like prisonplanet.com, infowars.com, Alex Jones radio show. You know what? 1776, baby. All the way. Hey, Alex, how you doing? And that was one of our viewers that seen the show and was affected. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I'm going to send
Everyone's going to be like, what the fuck? That's not TNT.
No, I know. We couldn't buy any TNT, so we went to the next best
Black
place.
Label.
Not that we don't need no sponsors. You know, like, sponsorship is bad. Okay?
and we got to do this for 1 second here. What's up, Juggalos?
Right on.
What?
What? Anyway, yeah. I'm very impressed. Tomorrow, we're going to do a show, and we're going to interview Charlene Better. But tonight was for you. That was live. And Jess is going to put her over the line right now. It can happen to you in Canada, too. I love my life. I love my wife. And I love my family. And if you approach...
And I love Canada.
And if you approach on my kids, RCMP, I will approach on you. I will do everything legally possible. I am not a terrorist. I'm not saying I'm going to go blow up something. I'm not saying I'm going to go out with a gun. I'm saying I'm going to go talk to my lawyer, motherfuckers. And you're going to pay.
Yeah.
Okay?
And listen to the words of Bob Marley. Get up, stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up for your rights.
That's right. And that's what we do it for. Okay? So, thanks again, Charlene, for phoning in. We're going to do a complete show with her tomorrow. Yeah. It can happen to you in Canada, too. Is this what you want for your kids? To be bullied? And then have them feel like they can't call the police to ask for help? I don't think so. You know what? Live loud, live proud, and be happy, and live Canadian. And it can happen to you in Canada, too.